and this is Tina, and welcome to Lakeshore Academy. I'm going to show y'all the inside of this everyday spelling book by Scott Foreman. Now, this is a public school spelling book. However, I want to show you, I did a video telling you about inexpensive ways that you can teach different things, but I don't think I actually showed you the inside of this particular book, and when I look around online, I never see the inside contents of this particular book. So therefore, I want to just show you the inside of it, because it's two different versions. There's one that has the cross curriculum where it says words, and then there's one that doesn't. So I only own the ones that has the cross curriculum, and I'm gonna explain what that is. Now, they come by grade levels. This is 3rd. This one is 4th. I have 1st through 8th grade. And I think that's the highest it go. So I want to show you how the inside of this book look. And by the way, I bought this book used for, I think, $4. Yeah. No, $4.99 with free shipping from eBay. Now, what I like about this book is that it's inclusive, meaning that I can just use this book on those days where the children need to do everything most of themselves, and they already finished with all their thinking tree stuff, or they're going to their grandma's house, and maybe they don't want to carry all their books with their journals from thinking tree. Then this one, I will pull this book out, and then I'll let them use that. If I have like a project or there's something that I really need to work on really deeply, and I need them to be more independent, then I'll pull this out as well. If we're out and about and traveling and different stuff like that, which we don't travel that often, but if they're going to their grandparents' house, they use this as well. So, what I like about it is that it goes all over those phonics. So if you need extra help with phonics and different stuff and consonants and how to use them, it talks about that, and prefixes and suffixes. The cross-curricular part is basically this book is not just a spelling book. It crosses over all the different subjects. So you'll get your spelling as well as social studies, health, science, reading, mathematics, work and play in this particular one, and reference tools. So I'm going to show you how that look. This is how the spelling part look. Different parts is different ways that you do it. You will have your spelling list for that particular week or how long you do it, and then you'll have challenge words, and then you just follow the exercises. I usually adjust it based on the directions, based on my son, what we're doing. He sometimes follows the directions just as it's written, and then sometimes I give my own directions to it, but still using the same words. So you're learning how to do, excuse me, ads and different stuff, puzzles. And then the unique thing, this is the reason why I love this book, because this is a good travel book if you just need one particular book to use. When they have this session with the cross curriculum, where it talks about vocabulary, writing, and reference resources. So here you see it talks about social studies, and in this section, if you want to break down, do unit studies, this would be great too. And you just talk about each little segment within a unit study. That'll be cool too. It talks about urban communities, and you have your vocabulary words and different activities that you do. Rural communities, culture, citizenship, Native Americans of the past, your teeth, because it starts dealing with health. Switch over, and then it's doing with your health, with the enamel of your teeth, dealing with plaque. Then you have the science part, which we'll be talking about different animals and different stuff, and everything is played out. What I like to do is build on these exercises. So, say for example, because it's usually like 2 pages long for the history, the science, for each activity. So if we're talking about animals with backbones, then I will build on this and say, okay, let's do some more research on mammals and reptiles and amphibians, and let's research those animals. Let's write something about it. So you can easily make a 3rd grade book your child's grade level by the activities that you give them to do with it. Measuring, and then it switches over from science and goes to the solar system, and then you have a section that's just geared towards reading. So you'll actually work on reading, a section that does that. And then the next section will be mathematics. So you focus on different aspects of mathematics, and then you can just build on this with more things because it's talking about time. So you can just find free worksheets or whatever math curriculum that you're using. You can just use that section and add with this multiplication, geometry, basic geometry, and fractions, graphs. And then you're talking about this work and play section. Talking about being a carpenter and different words that you're going to use in order in carpentry. Police officer, working place, or different things dealing with careers. And then it has a section about this writing handbook, so it goes over the writing process and how you do drafting, revising, proofreading, writing tasks, and it also has a glossary in the back of the book so you can look up the words. So I like this for those moments when maybe you're sick and you're down and you can't really teach like you want. This is totally inclusive. Your child can do this and still hit all their subjects. And then when you get better, you can just teach them a little bit more in depth with this particular book. Or it's so good that you can just give this to your child to do at their grandparents' house, or they're going on vacation or something. They can easily do this on their own or with very little help from you. And it's not overdone. So this is how the 8th grade one looked. And it has all the spelling words. And what I like about the 8th grade version, it has the English and Spanish version in the back, dictionary or glossary. Tell you how to use a dictionary. And start getting some more in depth with the writing process, with persuasive writing. So you're hitting that language arts too. And descriptive writing, narrative writing, exploratory writing. It gets into algebra and the math concepts. So it gives you little tidbits. And what I like to do with this is just build on it. I have noticed that most of all of these things in this everyday science, I really can easily use with the Thinking Tree books, with whatever subject we're using, along with some other supplemented material that we use. So I just want to give you guys an inside look of how everyday spelling looks, so you can decide whether or not you would like to purchase this or not. Again, I bought this from eBay. These from eBay. I think you can get them from Amazon, but they're higher. They're more expensive. So I would advise you to go to eBay, because I mean the most I spent for these is $6, and most of the time I spend around about $4 to $6 for a book. And this was used, people, and look how beautiful it is. And this used too. All of these books are used, and they're really good quality, hardcover. They also come in soft cover too. So again, this is Tina from Lakeshore Academy. I hope you enjoy seeing the inside look on the everyday spelling curriculum, cross curriculum books. Have a good day. Bye.